I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you're trying to go big. Better run up the cash.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Dallas Cowboys. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Ready. 15 on it. Come on, team.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And that's not the start that he was looking for as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throwing is Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Back deep for the Cowboys, Tavon Austin. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Pernell McPhee in there on the stop. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Mike 48. Hey, tighten down. There you go. 48.
Now Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the counter, Elliott. And an alley to run. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Cooper was the intended target. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
After the interception, here's Jackson, eluding the pressure right, and that'll be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Jackson now to throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Now Austin. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he's got this down to the 35. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down. That's his longest run of the 1st quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
Letting one fly deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Cooper was the target there. 1st quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down. A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Prescott to throw it. Being chased out left. He'll try and run it. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. Now Elliott. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. The quick slant caught, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tavon Austin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. And he's going to keep it here. The ball comes out. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Now it's Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Touchdown, Cowboys! That'll go as a punt return of 53 yards. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now 14-0. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of
blitz coming, and down he goes.
That was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They plan on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Jackson now. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jackson. And he comes back with one complete. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding position.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check pass. Check pass. 46.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The safety that time, Tony Jefferson there on the coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
He's got a first down and more past the 30. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
All right, I've got to be careful here, all right? He's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his feet as far as he's concerned.
What are you saying? I'm on the plus side of 30.
Well, if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely. Still got a lot of life left in those legs.
Right there. 54 Mike.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
Now Jackson on first down. Flushed out right. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Well, to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know, I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson steps away to his left. And an alley to run. That one good for 26 and a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Here we go.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for movement.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson, and he's got Snead. And he'll be out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit, because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. Prescott from the gun. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Prescott now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Prescott now from the 50. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Now, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Prescott. He's going to get this to Austin complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Here's Prescott. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Watch out for Hill on the return. 45 yards. That's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've hit halftime on Turkey Day here in Dallas. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This fielded at the 2. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On second down, Elliott. And some room to maneuver. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up first and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They start on the ground with Elliott. He's got daylight. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll try the sweep with Elliott. And an alley to run. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 33 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They toss to Ingram. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
It's our time. It's our time.
On 3rd down, Jackson dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
First down, Ravens.
Ready. 15 loaded. Check. Watch 54. Hey, watch the slant.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
That's what I'm talking about.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And now Jackson will look to throw it. He'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Check. West. Go.
On 1st down, it's Ingram. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off Byron Jones. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Marr on for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
2nd and 12 after the 1st down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Now it's Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Randy Gregory racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now, the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Flushed it. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too. And
I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
Check, 48's the mic.
Come on.
Jam, 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 jam.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
They'll run on first down. Elliott had a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Prescott now. Completes it to Austin. Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 11. He was brought down by Earl Thomas. First down and goal to go.
We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one, because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, I guess.
And I think the ball's out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. This is Elliott. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they probably got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Pernell McPhee. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The kick by Marr is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the draw, this is Ingram. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
Let's go, D, let's go.
Ingram again. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team would say, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
And now here's another interception. Xavier Woods with a pick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. On 1st down. It's Elliott, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the Ravens' 46-yard line.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
You ain't doing nothing today. Switch. He's
After the penalty, it's Elliott. Room to run inside the 40. And down right around the 37.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. They find some open field here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Check. He's coming. Right here.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Elliott. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there. Often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Now Jackson. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the